Hey all you lip rippers out there, welcome back. Today we're going to discuss boat care. And what I mean by that is the steps and the processes that I take to keep this Skeeter looking fantastic. Everybody loves this Apex paint that gets put on these 2020 FXRs, and I get compliments on it everywhere I go. So I want to keep it looking that way. I love how this boat looks, and to help it with resale value, I try to keep it looking as brand new as possible. So with some of that, we're going to go over the processes and the steps, the tools and the materials that I use to keep this boat looking shiny and new. So y'all stay tuned, we're going to get to it. All right, so first things first. This handy dandy little tube of plastic holds two of these chamois. That's what I call them anyway. That's probably what most people have seen them on the internet for, is a wet or damp chamois. This was actually made by a company called The Absorber. No, I'm not sponsored by them. This is not an advertising for them, but these are the two largest ones they have. And what I do with these, because they stay moist, is when I get off the water, no matter what the lake, is I'm wiping my boat down with these right here. Getting all of the grime off, getting the fingerprints off, getting the bugs, getting the blood guts off, the fish guts off, sorry about that. But I'm wiping my boat down to get the day's worth of work, if you will, off of it. So I use these every time I get off the water. Again, all you gotta do is use them and roll them back up and stick them back into their container and let them stay wet, because if you let them dry, they get harder than a rock, and that doesn't do you any good. So again, they just roll right back up, stick them back in the tube, and again, you can stick two of these in here. This is just one, and put the case back over it. Simple as that. Throw it in your storage, call it done. So that's step number one. Step number two, every other trip I take on the water, take this bug on the water, this little kit from Lucas Oil gets broken out. It has three different squirt bottles worth of stuff in here, so let's just pull those out. You have an interior detailer spray. You have tire and trim spray. And then you have their mist Easy Wax spray. It comes with a microfiber towel, which you're going to need. And then the other thing I really like about this little kit that you can just get on Amazon, right, is a tire applicator. And it's real simple. Just roll it around your tire, or rub it on your tire rather, and your tires are all shiny and new. And to me, it's just real simple. Put it back in the box and you're done with it. So I spray and wax my boat down with this on the gel coat, with this on the seats and vinyl, and any other plastic that I have, this on the tires and wheels. Again, keeps it looking brand new, and again, that's just one of my things. I love my boat looking brand new. All right, now, once a quarter, this is where the fun begins, is I break out the big boy. This is my Makita variable waxer. Yes, this bad boy right here has 6 different RPM speeds on it that you can use to polish your boat with. It is electric. You do have to plug it in. I know they make cordless ones out there. I just prefer to have everything hardwired. What I use here is, first things first, is a Presto buffing pad to put the wax on. I don't do anything more than 2,000 RPMs with this pad. This helps put the coat down. I do not put the wax directly on the boat. I put the wax on the pad. It's literally just a compound, and again, I don't want this going too fast. I don't want to burn the gel coat. So Presto pad to apply the gel coat compound. Speaking of gel coat compounds, the Presto gel coat compound is what I use. It is real simple. You can buy a whole bunch of this. This bottle right here is, let me see here, roughly 32 fluid ounces, and you can do your boat 6 times with a bottle of this, needless to say. But at the end of the day, it's more than ample to do what you need to do. And then when I get it all established with the green pad, it's time to break out the white pad. The white pad is the buffing pad. I'll jump up to 3,500, 4,000 RPMs on this pad, but again, you got to be moving it up and down your boat so you don't burn your gel coat. So make sure that you swap the pads out when you're applying your wax and then when you're buffing your compound. Two distinguishable differences: buffing and making it shiny with this pad right here. When you're all done, your boat is going to look just like it rolled off of the manufacturer floor there in Kilgore, Texas. So we're going to go through some of that. We're going to do some before and after shots so you can kind of see the difference of the waxing and non-waxing. One thing to note about the microfiber towel is there is what I call the flat side, which I know you probably can't tell the difference, and then you have your fluffy side. The flat side, as I like to call it, is where I would spray the mist, the Lucas mist. Let that wax sit on there 30 seconds tops, okay? It's just real simple. Get on there, do a little spray, let it sit on there, and again, just run that over it, right? Dry it off. And yes, the old Karate Kid wax on, wax off can come into play there, but that is a wax. It's a mist wax. And then what I do is I take the fluffy side and go back over it in a circle, and that'll wax the boat. And I do that every other trip out. I put wax on here, top to bottom, front to back. It takes me about 35, 40 minutes to do the whole boat. But again, to me, it's worth it because it keeps it polished. It keeps it looking new. And you can really tell the difference in the shine already just by looking at it right there. You can see how shiny this area is right here compared to this area over here. Also, you can just feel it. You can run your fingers across there. And you can tell where there's wax and where there's not wax. This right here is the material from the gel coat compound, and we're fixing to go over that and do some buffering on it, so y'all stay tuned. All right. So yes, I just showed you a picture of the compound being on the boat, but this is how you do it. Sorry, I had a spill on my carpet there, but I take my Makita and my green pad here, and I put some on my pad, right? And again, the Makita has variable speeds of RPMs right there, and a little label with how many RPMs each one of them has. So speed number 3 goes up to 1,500 RPMs, but you don't want to go any faster than that while you're applying this stuff, because you just want to get it on the boat first with the pad. Okay. Just like I'm doing right here, just get it on your boat while it's on your pad. Okay. Let that get into the pad and in the boat at the same time. And if you want, install your little adapter arm here for those who may need it. Twist that in there. Down. And then you can get 2 hands and then just slowly get on it. And go back and forth. And get that in there. Good. Just like that right there. All right, so once you've pulled your little Velcro pad out of your buffing pad, again, just stick it on there. Call it done. And screw that back onto your Makita, literally. Spin, let it lock into place. Press your lock button down and let it lock. That way you can get a good twist on it. And now I'll jump my spin up to about 2,100 to 2,500. Get a high speed going on here. Thing out. And there you have it, boys. That's all I really do, but it's a lot of work for some people and they just choose not to do it. But again, it keeps mine looking brand new and shiny, and I love it. So I don't mind spending a little extra time taking care of my boat, because my boat takes care of me. So the least I can do is keep it clean. So hopefully this helps you out on how I keep my Apex looking great. And if you have any questions, put in some comments below. Appreciate any feedback. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see y'all on the water. Y'all take care now.